It was a dramatic one, man. Like, I knew it was over before it even started. Like, Chelsea didn't initiate anything. But before we jump into the video, man, welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to FootySessions. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for actually tuning in again. If you're a brand new subscriber, welcome to the humble abode of FootySessions. It's your boy, it's your host, it's your nephew. You know the rest. Now, let's jump into the video, man. Wow. What a dramatic one. But before we jump into the video again, please make sure you subscribe, man. Please make sure you turn on your notification bells there. Please make sure you like the video. Please make sure you engage with me in the comment section. I enjoy it so much to actually engage with you guys. Please make sure you keep those special requests coming. Like I had a Lukaku and Jorginho. Please make sure you actually check out the what is this, the card? I don't know what they call it, but then please make sure you actually check it out. But to actually jump into the video, man, let's jump into the video. But first, before we actually jump into the video, let's go into the lineup, man. We went with Kepa as the goalkeeper, obviously. I'll actually talk about individual performances later. We went with Kepa, we went with Antonio Rudiger, we went with Thiago Silva as our centre-back, we went with Malang Sarr as a left centre-back because Antonio Rudiger was actually playing in the right as a right centre-back. And we went with the formation of 3-4-3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we went with 3-4-3 formation. We went with Alonso as our left wing back. We went with Kova and Kante as our pivots. We went with Christian Pulisic. No, not Christian Pulisic, but Azpilicueta as a right wing back. And then our front three was Ziyech as a left wing, and then Christian Pulisic as a right wing. I don't know why Christian Pulisic is not playing in the left, but then we'll get into that later. And then Lukaku as our striker. It was a very intense one, to be honest. And at this point, we're a cup team. We are no longer actually competing for the Premier League. We are no longer okay, you can call us runners up, but it doesn't really matter right now. We're a cup team now. We actually have to shift our focus to the Champions League, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup. We actually have to shift our attention to those trophies right now. Because talking about the game, man, the game, as I said, it was over before it even started. Kepa had a brilliant game. Malang Sarr had a brilliant game. Thiago Silva, our defense had a brilliant game. Like, I can't fault anyone on anything. Even though Rudiger was actually trying to adapt in the first half. Playing in an unfamiliar position at the right. He was actually trying to adapt. I could actually see that for the first 20 minutes. And then, but other than that, man, he actually went straight into the game. He had like Grealish in his pocket. And then we had Alonso. Alonso was caught out in the first 6 minutes of the game. Alonso was caught out. He got the yellow card in the first 6 minutes of the game. Like, I don't know, man, why you still have Alonso. I don't know. Alonso's time ended in the Conte era. Like, Alonso, after that, has been nothing but atrocious to our team. Even though he has his moments, but we can't actually... We're a title competing team. We can't actually have your hot and cold players like your Pulisic, like your Lukaku. We can't have those kind of players. And they starting because we don't have any other options. We don't have any other options right now. Your car is also cold. But I felt like Cho and Mount should have started the game. Mount actually helping us with press, even though he's not currently on form right now. But he could have actually helped us with press. Because our forwards, our front line, our offensive line was so disorientated. They were so disorientated, like they couldn't actually string along passes. They were so laid back. We were playing a low block, basically. They couldn't actually press City into their own half. Like for 70 minutes, we were actually playing in our own half. It was the same thing when we were playing at Stamford Bridge. It was the same thing, basically. So I felt like the game was dead in the first in the first 5 minutes. I could feel it in my bones that we're actually asking for a 3-0 right now. We're actually asking for a 3-0. You can't play a low block against City, dog. You have to press them back. If you've watched the Liverpool versus City game, they were going head to head, man. Like, even in the 80th minute, when they were like 2-2, they were actually going with each other. They were bumping heads, they were going at each other. Like, they weren't like, we're actually defending this draw. They weren't like that. But us, on the other hand, because apparently Tuchel was actually complaining about the boys weren't actually playing what Tuchel actually tactically decided. Christian Pulisic was slow, Lukaku was slow, Ziyech was slow, Kova was slow on the ball, Kante was nowhere to be seen. Alonso, I don't want to talk about Alonso. SP has to go to Barcelona, to be honest. Like, SP didn't actually try anything. It was like we were defending, like 80% of the game we were defending. Like, we had no shots on target. We had no shots in the first half. We had nothing. It was very, very frustrating, to be honest. It was very frustrating. It was a very frustrating half. Like, I couldn't understand the game. Like, everyone was actually playing in their own position. I saw Alonso on the right-hand side, asking myself, like, what is Alonso doing on the right? What is Alonso doing on the right, man? But let's talk about individual performances. I know I've been talking about individual performances, man, but Kepa did a clean job. Like, we can't actually fault Kepa on that goal. We can't, because the goal was too good. The person that we should actually fault is Kova. Kova actually let De Bruyne actually slide in and actually kick that ball with his right. Even though Kante actually missed to tackle De Bruyne, but Kova was actually strolling when he was actually looking at De Bruyne, like right in front of him. He was looking De Bruyne dead in the face, and he was like, nah, man, you can actually do what you want. I'm actually tired right now. Score. And we have to keep in mind that Kepa is not like the same size as Mendy. But he did everything that he needed to do. He did everything that he needed to do as a goalkeeper, man. He did everything. We can't fault Kepa on anything. But I'm actually seeing Kepa slander on Twitter right now. I'm actually seeing Kepa. Like, we have no other options. We just have to appreciate the fact that we weren't blistered or we didn't get bantered like 6 goals. And City was also toothless. Like, let's start from there. They were also toothless, even though our defense was good. But carrying on, man. Alonso was dead. He has to go. Rudiger adapted. Pulisic, man. Pulisic, I don't know, man. Like, I think my patience has actually run out with Pulisic. Because we can't actually keep on saying that he's playing out of position each and every game. You can't actually keep on saying, like, show something. Show that you're trying. Show that you're trying. The goal against Liverpool, it was an exception, but you were also having a bad game. It was an exception, but you were also having a bad game. Kova, on the other hand, slow on his decision making, like slow on the ball, off the ball. He was caught out so many times. And then we had Ziyech. Ziyech was slow when he needed to make counters. He was slow. Like, I don't actually blame him because there was no one actually running so that he can actually throw in passes, so that he can actually string along forward balls. There was no one in the forward. I can't even blame Ziyech. I can't blame anyone that actually had the ball because there was no one actually countering. And coming to Pulisic, I talked about Pulisic. Coming to Lukaku. You know what, now, with Lukaku, it's a thing of, Mina, I'm at that point where I'm actually tired of Chelsea trying to adapt to who Lukaku is. Like, as I said, Lukaku is a world-class striker. He should actually find loopholes. He should actually find ways to actually get himself goals without his teammates actually helping him, or with his teammates actually stringing him crosses or long balls. He should actually, like, he had a one-on-one chance against Diaz, and then he decided to actually pass ZH. He had a one-on-one chance with Diaz, and then he decided to pass ZH. It was a 2v1. It was a 2v1. Like, you know how Lukaku is bossy, can run with the ball. He didn't do that. He was like, nah, let me pass ZH. Even though I can see he's offside, or he might be offside because it's a 2v1 situation, I don't care. Let me pass ZH. And a lot of people are saying we shouldn't blame Lukaku, but Lukaku's decision making, Lukaku is so laid back. He doesn't actually, I don't know whether he cares or not. So as I was saying, that this thing of us actually trying to actually adapt to who Lukaku is, it has to stop, because it actually cripples us. It actually cripples us. Because we don't know how to play ball, because all you're looking at is actually, how can we get the ball to Lukaku? We can't play ball when Lukaku's in the field. We can't. Like, we actually failed with Lukaku. Chelsea team actually failed having Lukaku as a striker, because Lukaku actually plays a different role. He actually plays a different ball. So we actually need to stop playing or trying to adapt to who Lukaku is, man. We actually need to stop. But other than that, man, talking about the subs, they came in late. We had Mount. I wish Mount could have came in like very, very early. Even Hudson-Odoi as well, because we needed those runs, those direct runs, because Odoi could have, I think Odoi could have done better than ZH in terms of actually pace and actually running to defenders. He could have actually done better. And Jorginho as well, because we were so stacked in our own half that we couldn't actually string long balls. But who can you string long balls to when Lukaku is also marking? Who are you going to string long balls to? But I mean, those short passes could have helped. Jorginho could have been the only one who could have string along and combined those passes. He could have been the only one, but he was sitting on a bench. So I felt like the substitute came in late. It was the wrong players who was... I don't know whether it was the wrong players who were supposed to play the game, because tactically Tuchel was having something in mind, and the players didn't actually play accordingly to what Tuchel actually decided. So all in all, man, it was a very, very bad game. It was a very, very bad game from my opinion, from my standpoint. It was a very bad game. But other than that, man, catch you on the next video. Thank you so much. But before we close, man, we wanted 1 subscribers, man. Yes. I just want to say I appreciate you guys a lot, man. I really appreciate you guys a lot. I really appreciate the feedback. Even on Twitter, man, you guys have been so good to this channel. You guys have been actually so good to the community. But other than that, man, let's keep on building. Let's take it up to 50 subscribers. I know you guys can do it. I know you guys are out there, man. I know you guys can do it. Let's take it up to 50 subscribers. Please make sure that you like the video. Please make sure you comment. Please make sure you share the video. Please make sure you like the video. And yeah, man, let me go think about what just happened. Let me just go think about what just happened, man. Oh,